It's increasingly getting more difficult. It's find the number of shot in a truncated pile of n courses with a rectangular base if the number of shot in each of the lower base is m. So let me put this down. So the lower base, it's a triangle, and it's m, equilateral by the way, m. So if you thought about it, there's m cannonballs here. I'll write this down. And then, the next row would be m minus 1. I'm just doing the base, by the way. And then m minus 2, yada, 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 all the way down to the top thing, which would be 1. So really what it's just simply the sum from 1 to m, which is fairly easy to write down. So the number of cannonballs in the base would be m plus 1 over 2. And that's going to be how many balls are in the base. Now, of course, you keep doing this, you're going to go up and up and up and up and up and up. But the bottom line is you have to start to realize is that there's going to be, let's read that again though. Find the number of shot in the truncated pile of n courses. So we got to go up, there's m here, and then m minus 1 here. And we keep going up until we get to n courses. And what would n courses be? Let's put this down. M minus n. These are triangles, by the way, plus 1. So I'm going to say this is a triangle of that size. Let me see if that's true, though. So let's see. M minus n plus 1 minus 1. I want to see if that's equal to m. I'm just counting, by the way. So you get plus 1. M minus m, that's nothing. You can get n minus 1 plus 1, which is n. Yep. So the top triangle is this thing over here. All right. So, I got the first, which is the base of it, as having this number of cannonballs in it. And I got to keep working my way backwards. Now, working my way backwards is the easy part. It's knowing when to stop. All right? And what I want to point out here, I'm going to write this down for you. It's m minus n plus 1. That's the last integer. So it's going to be 1 plus 2 plus yada, yada, yada up to this. What's the sum of that going to be? Let's write this down. M minus n plus 1. I'm using the same reasoning skills. And that would be m minus n plus 2 over 2. So I got this over here. Now, what's nice about this, you get the beginning and end of it. The middles are pretty easy to figure out, all right? Now, what I mean by that, this is the top, and this is the bottom. What's happening to it? If I start at the top, they keep going up by 1. So the next one would be m minus n plus 2 plus 1. I'm sorry, m minus n plus 1, which is m minus n plus 2. I think you get the idea, all right? Now, I got to be honest with you. It's tough to write that stuff down, all right? But we've been doing it for a while now. We're probably at 19. I think you can get D1, right? How do you do that? You subtract them. So you subtract this from this, and you get this. Now, granted, I know it's tough. You have to write that down. A bunch of things, right? The difference is 1, difference is 2. But I think you'll eventually get to this. What's nice, it peters out really quickly. All right? Then you write your sum formula down, Sn. I only got to go to D2. That's all I have to do. So it's going to be n times A1. Well, I know what A1 is. It's right over here. Plus n minus 1 over 2 factorial times D1. I got that. Plus, it's got that nice pattern to it, doesn't it? 1. And then everything else after that is going to be a bunch of zeros. I don't need to write those down. Granted, there is some algebra over here. You need to look at this. You need to add it all together. And I'm hoping when you do that, you're getting this over here. But like I say, you know what? I'm pretty sure it's a correct answer. But you may say something, no, you made a mistake. And I'll listen to you. I really mean that. I'm the kind of person that believes when I made a mistake, I actually listen to them. My name is Ron Bannon. My email address is also Bannon, B as in boy, the @ symbol, NNON.US. But again, I think I did a good job. You decide, all right? You do the work. If you work through all those problems, you study the material, you should be able to self-assess too and say what's right and what's wrong. But again, I think the key is pretty good. I know I made some corrections in this key, but the bottom line is, yeah, mistakes happen. We correct our mistakes when we see them, though. Thank you so much for listening.